Locks on as it builds, and it keeps charging. Look at that. Look at that. Sitting at 140 volts on the top of the peak. Okay, so we'll keep this video short because YouTube kicked me off. Tonight I'm driving the green in there as a primary, and these are my secondaries. Right now nothing's hooked to them. That's just the gate drive. 115 volts peak to peak right now. They get bigger. But that is the process that Don Smith's talking about, how it charges up his batteries while the circuit runs. Pretend that the yellow is the DC magnetic wave of the leads of the batteries going to the circuit, and that the red is the resonant coupling circuit, the resonant coupling magnetic field going back across the circuit, back onto the wires, and squeezing a charge into the batteries. Don also stated that same as SM, is when you hook same as Mueller, when you hook a load to the coil, the voltage out does not degrade. That's because when you hook a load on and a larger load, you're drawing more current through the system. You're creating a bigger magnetic field, more flux density in the near field circuit, and you just make the circuit work more. It just does more to the whole scenario. So tonight I have 140 volts into the FET through a 10 ohm resistor to the coil, to the drive, to the green set primary inside going around. 90 degrees coupling. It does pull a signal off of this. I'll put that on the scope. Okay. That signal there is what's on the stranded wire, which is coupled to it 90 degrees with one turn around the center of the spool. It says that it's let's see what it says. I got 13 volts, but I want to keep my channel 1 on that one. So we're going to turn this one off. I'm screwing this up here. Channel off. Okay, this reports 8 volts. And that's happening on that cap. That cap is being charged through this diodes, the capacitor here, through these two coils that are hooked to nothing. See this yellow probe hooked to this resistor that doesn't hook onto anything? Nothing. It hooks onto nothing. That's the yellow trace on the scope. I'm sitting about average 115 volts, peak to peak. You can see that it's singing and ringing. I have these two air caps in parallel, and then in parallel with the driver line, the primary, down inside that coil. What else can I show you? I got the FETs going through 10 ohms. There's a 5 there, and there's a 5 there, and they go this way to the circuit and to the coil, end of the coil. And this is what the signal that I get on that air-coupled capacitor over there. But this is the beautiful part. So I've got this resonance scenario with the feedback happening through the air. The same process of the rotoverter, the one that works by the old white guy, I think his name is Cole, that has the generator and the motor sitting side by side because they are connected via this magnetic field. There's a Mexican guy, I can't remember his name, he reproduced the rotoverter, but he put them all in the same shaft, and it doesn't work. It's got heat, it's got losses, he has to keep tuning it. He created this huge circuit to automatically tune. Unnecessary. If he just takes them both off the shafts and puts them side by side and tunes them magnetically, they'll run forever. Just like, I believe the guy's name is Cole's, the original rotoverter. That's what his does. It just runs. So this is what you're looking at in the air around the circuit. I wish it was 3D, it'd be really cool. Anyway, you guys got any questions, post them, because I got to keep the video short and I got to cut the explanations down. But basically with this setup is I can just do more and more reconnects, and to get this thing to resonate higher and higher, I need to get past some limiting factor, which I believe is the geometry of the coils or these variable caps of the tank. Or something. I'll figure it out. But I just got to keep banging away at this so that I can get this signal getting better and better and better. This is better than it was last June. Over and out.